All right. Hello, all. Welcome, everyone. Welcome back to the Art of Chill podcast. I am your host, Chief Yash, joined by my co host, Chris
What up, y'all?
and Brandon.
Hola,
I don't know what that was, but
Boebus.
yeah, and today we are doing episode 7. What do y'all want to do the topic?
Yes, we are going to be discussing horror. Not just, horror movies, but like horror games. Basically, the genre itself, how it is now compared to back then. Is it going, is it getting better? Is it getting worse? It's a great topic, I think, for us to talk about. Let's talk about it, like MGK said. But yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely. Wait,
Absolutely.
all right.
All right. So, anybody want to go first?
All right. Shoot. We'll have to do rock, paper, scissors. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, I think I can start us off. I hope so. All right, so horror. Horror. Is that the thing? No, I'm just kidding. So, horror has gone questionably. It's gone to a questionable route. It's a lot of horror movies. That I'm like stumbling because I'm kind of tired. I'm not gonna lie, but basically,
It's good. It's been a long day.
I'm a big fan of. I'm gonna start off with this. I'm a big fan
Excuse
of
me.
horror games more so than horror movies. You feel me? Like
Understandable.
horror games, I feel like you since you are actually controlling the player and not sitting back, watching it from a theater. I mean, if you make your friends play, it's like the same thing, but it's like funnier when they don't know where they're going. But anyways, like you can kind of like experience like what's going on. You feel the immersion going. Sometimes you're like a movie, you can just sit through, right? You can close your eyes and avoid like any jump scares.
Right.
But like with like a game, you kind of have to force yourself to go through it. You know what I mean? That's how I feel about it. There's like certain games that I actually liked. There's this one game in particular that I actually hold to a standard. It's called Outlast. Not the second game. Second game was cool, but it's not the first game, bro. It's not Outlast 1. Why are you laughing, man?
He said, let me be clear.
Let me be clear.
I have a dream.
I have a game.
Is that kind of racist
There's-
for me to say?
You know what? We're just not gonna question it, and then we're just
Okay.
not gonna say anything and pretend that didn't happen. Hey, editor, can you remove now?
Yeah, we're just gonna, just like chainsaw that whole part out. You know what I'm saying?
Just like add chainsaw cutting like effects and stuff like that. No, but I think horror as a genre, I don't know, it's going a questionable route. Like there are certain movies that I thought were like they're pretty cool, but then there are some that are just like dog shit, dude. Like
Yeah.
Slenderman. Have y'all ever seen a Slenderman movie?
Right.
I haven't seen it.
No, it's you don't want to
I
see
hate how
it.
bad it was.
You don't want to see it, dude. I'd rather play the new games, like the game. I think it came out 2012, like the game. No, but the movie came out I think 2018, 17. I can't remember. I watched it once, dude. I made the mistake of. It was just. I wish. I was like, it was one of those movies that where like I actually wish I had got my money back because it was just horrible.
Yeah.
It was a while ago.
Did you get up and walk out the theater?
No, I was on a date like forever ago, so I couldn't just just walk out.
Not asking for a friend, Like, who was it?
This was before. Oh yeah,
He's just trying to get information for a friend,
Yeah, for a friend, for two friends. So yeah, this is one of my son. No, I'm just kidding. No, but yeah. Shoot, what other movies? Okay, this one I wouldn't classify it as like a horror. It's more like a thriller, but it does have some
Right.
comedy to it a little bit. Like the scenes where it's supposed to be comedy, and then there's scenes where it's supposed to be thriller. I like, movies that can work out like that, like Happy Death Day. I honestly thought that was a pretty good movie.
Or like scary story, whatever. Is that the movie? Like the scary movie.
Scary
Right?
movie.
Yeah, what scary story? Scary movie.
What's up?
Scary movie, frightening story.
Have you guys seen the one scene where like the girl from The Ring was like climbing out from the well and heading towards the TV, and then she comes out of the TV, and then the woman watching the TV is like, "Oh shit, not in my house," and she starts kicking her ass.
Oh no.
Yeah, I've seen that scene.
Oh my god, it's so great. She like gets thrown behind the couch.
Dude,
Oh my god.
my all-time favorite scene, where like I think it was like the killer. He like calls I forgot what his name, but he's like, "Hey, what's up?" He's like, "What's up? What's up? What's up? Hey, pick up the phone."
Wow, my fat.
Oh my god, I love that movie. But horror
That was funny.
movies. I'm sorry, Ash, what were you gonna say?
Nah, I was just saying that was funny.
I got you. I think horror movies nowadays are going in such a weird route. Because there's some movies where it's like they either put you to sleep. They either like I like horror movies where it's like oh man, I might get witch hunted for this, but the Blair Witch Project, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Get out.
I get
Get
it.
out right now.
Where witch
Get out.
hunted.
Enough.
I
Like,
get it.
The original,
Uh-huh.
I didn't like that very much. It probably because I'm used to the movies, maybe from a few years back, that I didn't like the I think it was from the 90s. I didn't like it because the reason why the events even happened in the first place. Is someone playing that?
Sorry, no. Ugh. Okay, go ahead.
Come on, Brandon.
No, I was trying to open my phone and I couldn't pause the video.
Oh, I hate that, dude. I remember I was on Instagram one time, and I've been trying to back out of the Instagram app because the screen would freeze and the video was just like playing. So I would like exit the app, and then it would just still kept playing. And I'm like, what the heck? Anyways, the horror. Shit.
What?
Was I talking about again?
Basically the horror genre
Oh.
was weak.
Yeah, it was basically just going off into like another direction. I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, Blair Witch Project. Basically, I was gonna say that I didn't like. So when it comes to horror movies, right? With that movie,
Yeah.
I didn't like that very much because the reason why the events even happened in the first place is because, well, it happened because the group were like trying to like hunt, like look for the witch, I guess. I can't remember. I watched it like once before, and
I know they were like. I know they were forced to stay out there to a certain extent.
they were like trying to search for the witch or something, and then they shat their pants, they soiled themselves, and then
They just wanted to go home.
right, and then many of them were trying to go home, and this one girl was like trying to force them to like, hey, no, we gotta like see this through, and all that. And it's like it's just kind of like it just fell flat for me. It was kind of boring.
It's like,
Because
you really gotta see it?
none of that would have happened had they just actually like gone, like got the fuck out of there,
Good job, Brenda. You saw it through. Now you're dead.
Now you're dead. Yeah, I think they're all dead. No,
Others.
but like Paranormal Activity, like I like those kinds of movies, like those movies where you have no control over it, like you genuinely have no control. It's happening in your own home, and like how are you supposed to defend against that? And like Like, that's the crazy thing. If it's in the woods, I would never be in the woods. Nah.
Yeah.
I'm black. I'm getting out. It's like, you know what? I'm not even gonna go in there to get out in the first place.
Damn, Chris, how come you didn't do that when we were in Arnold, bro?
What'd you be? Oh, dude, bro, I don't know what you're talking about.
If it's something in the woods, though, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna have to box Smokey, because he gonna be mad at me for starting that forest fire. You know what I'm saying?
He's gonna box with you, bro.
Just kick his ass.
You're gonna have to catch his fade, bro.
It's like that one video of like the dude in a bear costume and some other guy. They start like fist fighting. I think it was like because like his dog was getting attacked by the bear, and then he's like, "Hey, you bitch!" and then he goes up and then starts like fist fighting the bear.
No. Oh yeah, Robot Chicken.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember.
And then there was another one. There's another one where the I don't know if you've seen it, but a guy actually goes up to a bear. Like the bear stands up. No, it was a kangaroo. I'm sorry. There's a dude protecting his dog from a kangaroo.
Yeah,
and he goes up.
Had it in a headlock.
Yeah, that. And he also like I think it was a different video actually where the dude actually fucking like punched the kangaroo, and the kangaroo just stood there like, did this dude actually just punch me? Yeah.
Did he really? Hey, yo, anybody saw that? This dude just hit me.
Heck yeah. Bird Box, man.
That's a good movie.
You remember? Yash, you remember Bird Box?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember Bird Box.
Oh my god. Okay, the movie was cool. It was pretty scary. I just thought Olympia was just a pain in the ass. Like, there are some scenes that kind of turn off the immersion, and it's basically when characters like are like really dumb. Okay, I get it. Like, that's their character, but it just ruins it, dude. Like, oh my god.
I mean, you need a character that you gotta sacrifice the monster that no one has connection to, or like doesn't have a.
The problem is she sacrificed everyone.
Oh, Pog?
Yeah.
Like the girl just let the dude in, who was like crazy. No one knew who he was, and then dude's crazy. Like, let all the light in so that way he can, you know, be forced to join. You know, what was out there.
Yeah.
And then dude invaded the upstairs room, trapped the bald guy who was right the entire time, and then just made everyone just look into the light, or look into the, you know, the direction of the windows, and then they were all screwed. And it's like, no, they wouldn't have to. They didn't need to die. Like, it was all Olympia's fault.
Honestly. And then, like, were the kids even hers that she was protecting? Like, those were her kids, right?
I think the girl was Olympia's, and then I don't remember.
The boy was the boys was no. The girl was another parent that was with them, because she died, so she brought the girl with her.
Yeah. And
the son was hers.
Yeah.
Or the boy was hers. Yeah, I remember that.
I just know that one of the kids was Olympia's. That's all I know.
Yeah,
because she gave birth.
And
then she died because, she just jumped. She just fell out the window.
Yup.
You know those movies like.
No, I was about to say the scene where they had to freaking use the boat to get to their final destination while also being blindfolded. It's
yeah.
Like, how do you make that believable?
I mean, the fact that they did it, they're freaking legends, man.
Yeah, exactly. The fact that they managed to do it blindfolded
and fought off a dude.
Yeah, and they had to fight off somebody.
How do you not hit the kids on accident? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, this is
Them
such
kids
an old
are just
movie.
extremely lucky.
And they had a cage of birds, I think. I forgot what the birds were there. Like, I forgot what they were for.
They are. I think they can like sense when the attack is coming or something like that.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Something like that. And then the plot twist at the end when they finally get there, and then the reason the people survived is because, well, at least the one dude is because he was blind. It was like,
Yeah.
like it was so simple, yet you never thought about it up to that point. It was like, dang, that makes sense. You can't see it.
Yeah, and you know, that was a pretty good movie. That was a pretty good horror movie.
Yeah.
You know, it just really depends on like the execution. It like who's directing it, because there's some really bad movies. There's a movie called Train to Busan. It's a Korean movie. I don't know if you guys ever
I've seen
heard
it. Yeah,
or watched it,
good,
dude.
great movie.
It's a great movie. That's the
seen
thing that I like about, you know, those like those kinds of movies. You have the characters who are actually selfish, which is, you know, understandable. I mean, it's not like I justify you being selfish during a zombie apocalypse, but that's like what we as humans innately do. We protect ourselves. And then there are people who are willing to sacrifice themselves to protect others. You know, and it's like, imagine, you know, you have a family that you have to worry about because you're in that kind of apocalypse. You're trapped. Like, you're not at home, or maybe you are at home, maybe you got weapons, you know, you're good. But it's like, imagine you're vacationing, or maybe you're just visiting another town, you know, seeing some family, and you have to leave, you know, maybe you gotta leave your mom, your wife, whatever, at home, and a zombie apocalypse occurs, and you can't leave because the whole area that you're in is quarantined. You can't get off. And if you try, you're probably gonna get shot, bitten, whatever. And it's like, you gotta worry about the zombies, people who, you know, want to just rob, kill you, you know, maybe it's not just the zombies, police, there's everything that you gotta consider. Hell, maybe you have, you know, a significant other with you, or you gotta worry about a kid, or maybe the significant other is pregnant. And it's like, now that just adds like a lot more stress, because you gotta like figure out how to protect them, you know, keep them safe and all that stuff. That's what I like about those kinds of movies. It just adds like all this crazy tension, all this crazy stressors. Like, I even felt stress when I forgot who the buff dude was. I swear, dude was like, so he was the Chad. He was the Chad in the film. I call him Korean Chad. Korean Chad. Because he's just amazing. I forgot who the actor was. I don't remember his name, but he's like this buff dude.
Chad Gung-soo.
Exactly. He takes like, he duct tapes his hand or wraps his hands around in something, and he just freaking punches the zombie. And he's like wrestling with other zombies and somehow doesn't get bit. And I'm like, that's my man Chad right there. You.
Look at that Chad right there.
Exactly. So, to our viewers and or listeners or commenters or however you're reaching this, maybe you're in space or something, you somehow can access it. If you have not heard of Train to Busan, or maybe you have and you never watched it, you need to go see it right now. Go ahead and pause this. Don't really pause it. Just watch the film. You know what? Just wait till after you're done and then watch the film.
For a second there, I thought you were about to fucking give us a fucking sponsor. It's like, because what was the first part? It's like, if you can reach space, then you can access NordVPN or something like that. I'm like, no way do we have a fucking sponsor already.
Nah, dude. Nah, we're not sponsored by anyone. We're not good enough yet.
We're sponsored by Train to Busan, clearly.
Yeah, sponsored by
obviously.
Space. Yeah.
We're also sponsored by everybody that makes horror movies. No.
Exactly. Then you need NordVPN. Is TikTok banned where you're at? Go on NordVPN. Okay, let's just stop before we get
Oh my god.
Oh, you're killing me. Stop.
Oh, no.
You're literally killing him.
Please stop. I'm bleeding, dog.
Please stop. Oh, I'm bleeding out.
Oh, no.
Please
Okay.
stop, I'm dying on the inside.
So, you also have the typical horror movies from back then, where it's like a bit of cheese, like said Resident Evil, and then the movies where the girl is like being chased and then she face plants every 10 seconds.
Hey. Resident Evil,
Resident
the
Evil
movies are not that bad because sometimes you just need a good old like action zombie movie, horror movie. You know?
Of course. I didn't say they were bad. I just said they were cheesy. A little bit cheesy.
I personally don't consider Resident Evil to be horror at all.
It's kind of like when I grew up, I saw it as horror because of the first and second movie. But after you get into the third and the other movies, that's when like shit hits the fan, and then you just gotta question if you're still a fan.
Because the shit hit you and you're just like hella dirty and shit.
And then you just gotta wipe your eyes.
You're covered in shit, so.
No, but
is it because I'm brown? Huh?
what?
Is it because I'm brown?
What? No,
I mean,
no.
I'm black.
I'm half. Resident Evil was trippy, dude. I remember seeing Resident Evil 2. I liked I'm not gonna lie, it did have some action in it, but it was also pretty spooky to me. Especially like the third one, because I remember the one black dude. I freaking loved that guy. Second movie, I remember yeah.
I'm thinking of just so many black people in the movies. I can't think of the one that you're talking about, dude.
Don't you dare mention the cliche.
Yeah,
No.
that's what I thought he was going with. I'm like, oh god.
No, I'm just trying to say you gotta like specify more. It's like the one black dude in the movie. It's like
I can't remember his name, but basically so there's a scene, right, where this one I think he was the CEO of the company. I can't remember, dude. He was like this evil dude that basically, I think he was like starting like the whole process of like infecting other people and shit. But anyways, he was like trying to escape on like a plane, and he's like, "Hey, why are we taking so long to lift off?" And then the dude comes out, the black dude. He's like, "Cause I usually drive a Cadillac," and he punches the dude, and then he just throws him off the plane. He was the guy that would carry golden desert eagles, and he also wore a hat too.
I think I remember now who you're talking about.
Yeah, he freaking he's in the third movie, but not for very long, unfortunately.
Oh, big oof. Imagine dying.
To my boy.
Dude,
Can't imagine.
Dude, he was just I wanted to grow up and be like him, but you know what? That didn't happen, so yeah, there goes my dreams.
It's alright, Chris. Maybe someday you'll have golden eagles.
Or, just to be him in general. Man was like the comedic relief, man. And then, he just had to go and, But yeah.
No, but yeah, like, for me, like, Resident Evil, like, I've seen multiple of them, and those movies just, they weren't, like, scary to me. Like I said, I never saw them as horror movies. Like, I just saw them as, like, action combat and then zombies, basically.
Brandon, you hear that? Sounds like someone didn't need a nightlight. No.
I never had a nightlight.
Whoa, see? Wow, look at this guy. Freaking
Wow.
shy, man.
Imagine having the balls to not have a high nightlight in your room.
Right, imagine just like being brave enough to sleep in the dark, man.
Yeah, imagine just being better than us.
Hey, come on. I was one of the kids growing up that didn't find courage scary, okay? Come on.
Damn, wow.
Wait, who?
Courage the Cowardly
Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Oh, you were the one of the few who thought it was scary?
No, you said he...
No.
Oh.
I didn't think it was scary.
Dude.
Some people were like freaked out by it. It's just like,
Your
Yeah,
balls...
I like the show.
Your balls right now is digging a hole all the way to China. That's how big it is.
So, like...
Oh my god. No.
But yeah.
The one thing that horror movies use though, and honestly, I feel like it's kind of a cheap tactic to get the fan, or I won't even say fans, the viewers, a lot of horror movies use jump scares, and those can usually get me because I'm usually bad with those.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, some movies like make it plainly obvious, like, oh yeah, you're the dude's walking through the park, and you hear kids laughing, the bike, ring ring and all that stuff, and then all of a sudden he sees this one tree that for whatever reason he decides, I'm gonna go check out that tree, and then as he slowly, for whatever reason, he starts walking in slow motion. He just slowly walks up to the tree, and then everything else around him goes silent. I was like, all right, but what happened to the kids at the park and the dude on the bike that went ring ring? And then you're like, oh yeah, there's a jump up coming. There's whatever you call it. I just forgot the name.
The jump scare.
Yeah, jump scare. There we go. You know what's coming because they turned everything went off. It's just like whatever. Here it comes. I feel like those are like cheap in any horror movie because I don't think you can use a jump scare and make it seem I guess genuine.
If there's a build up to it, sure, but if there's like jump scares up the ass, especially the fake jump scares, like the ones where like the girl's like walking through the house, like, oh, has someone been in my house? And then there's like a jump scare and it's just her friend. It's like,
I got you.
She
it's
like sticks her face into like the camera, and she's like, "Hey, what are you doing?"
It's like, "Hey, how's it going? Like, don't sneak up on me." Or like, it's the roommate. I don't know.
Yeah, I hate that too. Like, I feel like jump scares in general are just like terrible.
It's just cheap.
Because it tells me like, okay, I don't think my movie is scary enough. Therefore, I need to put these in to get some cheap ass reactions out of my viewers.
I don't see. The thing is, I don't think that jump scares like should just not be in movies, because I think they serve like a really good purpose. But I agree with the fact that they are, they can be executed so easily that it's like it's not even like scary. But if there's like well executed and jump scares, then I'm fine with it. But I think the purpose that it's trying to serve is like, as it says, make the viewer jump, right? Because I feel like different styles of trying to make someone scared, whether that be like long shots or just like ominous music, doesn't get like. I think each different scare has its own reaction.
Brandon, I think jump scares serve only the purpose of preventing me from falling asleep.
Damn.
I'm just playing, but
yeah, I mean, I guess so.
no, but I think jump scares can serve in like the right purpose. Like
right.
If it's just cheap, then that kind of tells me something about your movie. Like like you didn't put too much effort into the movie itself.
Right.
Alright, so with y'all two saying that, do either one of you have a good example of a jump scare being used properly?
I would say, I haven't watched a lot of scary movies, but sometimes, but I can think of one. I'm thinking of The Exorcist, that I think is sort of like a jump scare, not in like traditional terms where like how people see jump scares, they think of something suddenly appearing on the screen making a loud noise, right?
Yeah,
but
that's usually how it is.
Yeah.
I like,
but usually like for me, like the jump scare in Exorcist, there's one where she turns her head like completely around her body to look behind them and begins talking. Like, you're not expecting that. That's, and you jump because you weren't expecting something like that to happen. That would be like a jump scare. And I think that's like one where it's executed really well, where, you don't know what's going to happen and it's so unexpected that it, makes you jump.
right.
So that's an example of a good jump scare.
For me, it's an Outlast when you're going down the hallway. Well, you're always going down a hallway, but Basically, you lose your camera. For those who know what I'm talking about, you like go down this hallway, and this dude, this weird one of the patients, just runs by, pushes you aside, and then just runs off. And then, like, he just pops up out of nowhere, and the camera work just, it's kind of like instant, so like you can't really move. So it's like it freaked me out. So like for me, that's kind of like a good jump scare because you don't know what's gonna happen. Like Brandon said, it's like unexpected, and it doesn't feel like very cheap to me.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of some other ones because that was like the only immediate jump scare I could think of. There might be more from Outlast. There's usually some where like you're in the male ward. No. I'm gonna go to the very beginning. One of my favorite jump scares is the very beginning, where you're going. Damn, I'm trying to think exactly. It's after you go past the bathroom, you climb the vents, and then you jump down, and then the door is like partially open. So as soon as you open it, there's a freaking jump scare where the dude is hanging on, and the dude's like screaming or something like that, and he dies. Like, oh my god, that scared the ever living crap out of me. And the thing is, you have to go through that area from where the dude was screaming. You have to go through the library. Then you come across a guy a security guard who's like, he's like stabbed on a spike, like through his from the bottom to top, coming out of his neck or something. And he's like, you get close to him, and he's like, and he tells you, they killed us. You have to open the doors. Security control. He's like, you gotta get the fuck out of this terrible place, and then he dies. Like, those two jump scares are immediate. Like, those are my, like, no, 3 jump scares. There we go. Those are, like, the immediate jump scares I can think of from the game. That's what I like.
And then the one with the dude, like, screaming, like, do you, like, see him? Because you said he was, hanging, right?
Now that I think about it, I'm not sure if he was standing on something, because you open the door, and then his body just falls. So
if he's like hanging from like somewhere above you, you hear him scream and then he hits the ground.
Either that or he was just like, I don't know, but I'll have to rewatch that or replay it. Because you think something's gonna happen to you, but it's not. It's something that happened to the guy. Because it's like you go into fight or flight.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Because it's like, alright, somebody screaming, somebody chasing me.
You don't know if he just jumped down to try to attack you, or maybe it's just a body you didn't expect to appear.
Yeah.
It's kind of like you see a dead body or something that I don't know, but
I get that. All right, those sound like some pretty good examples. I'm not gonna hold you up.
I mean, that'd be weird if you held me. No.
I wouldn't mind.
Bro,
wait.
You need a hug?
Yeah, as long as you whisper in my ear as you do it.
Just be like,
it's all right, little Billy. I'll make sure all the creepy crawlies go away.
I want you to whisper to me the opening to the podcast. Kimochi.
No.
Episode 7. But yeah.
Oh my god.
But yeah. Oh, yeah. I wanna talk about that one movie we were watching. What was that movie called?
Yes.
It was 12
12-hour shift. 12-hour shift.
So
yes.
I'm driving home, and I get on Discord. And I'm like, what's everybody doing? He's like, oh, we're about to watch a movie, everyone says. I'm like, oh, sweet. What movie are we watching? And I guess, I don't think anybody, like, heard me. But then later I find out we're watching a movie called 12-Hour Shift. So I'm like, that sounds interesting. But, you know, the intro, like, it begins with, like, this one nurse who's like what, like selling organs to like her crazed cousin. So I'm like, okay, this starts off, you know, in a fucked up setting. You know, seems interesting. Seems interesting.
Yeah. And then they also immediately reveal to you that she's a freaking drug addict.
Oh yeah, she's a drug addict. She's
a tweaker.
A tweaker, yeah. That movie was all kinds of fucked up, dude. Yeah, there's so many scheming characters. The only character that anyone actually ever cared about was the killer, and then Karen.
Yes. Now hold on, Chris. The viewers, you heard us right. We actually cared about a Karen, bro.
Yes.
Yeah.
This one was cool.
Just think about it. If there's no Karens in the world, where are we gonna get all our interesting stories to read off of Reddit about them? Or the really interesting videos that you just get addicted to watching of the Karens like beating up somebody or getting like owned.
You're right.
Yeah, that is facts.
When you think about it, we need Karens in this world, you know?
Hell yeah, man.
To feed our sick addiction.
To feed our sick addiction to care about other people. Because we care about other people's business more than we care about our own.
Exactly.
Yes. But okay.
Yes.
But more about the movie. Oh my god. Oh my god, man. So there were some weird shootouts that honestly could have ended if, you know, some of the characters had more than, or at least had, you know, half a brain. At least the freaking. So there's this guy, right? So the drugged out cousin loses the bag of organs. Like, I guess she dropped them, and then I guess she forgot that they were there. So she drives off to her boss, and then turns out she didn't have them in her hands or in the ice bucket. So then she checks the car, and it's not there. So she tries to drive back to the hospital, and the boss is like, you do realize that's gonna like take like 30 minutes and then 30 more minutes back, so you got like an hour. And then he tells the I guess like one of the henchmen, he's like, if she's not back in an hour, you know, drag her by the hair, we're taking her kidney. Cause like a client that he was talking about like needed a kidney.
Yeah.
So so she drives back, asks, you know, the nurse, like, hey, I need a kidney. And she's like, what? I gave you one. She's like, it's gone. And
it's gone.
because she goes back to the soda machine where they met in the first place, and the bag is not there. And the reason why they were not there is gonna be great. It's gonna be great. We're saving that for the end, okay? So,
this movie. Yeah, I don't see it, but I'm shaking my head right now.
No, I feel it. So the nurse is like, no, like, that's your problem. You do that. And then the cousin's like, okay, well, what if I dress up as a nurse and then just, you know, something about like how she was gonna like steal the kidneys from the other, like, some patients. So what she does, the drugged out cousin, well, that's the name I'm giving her. I don't think she was actually drugged out. I think she's just not all there. So she dresses up as a nurse, and then she finds this dude who's on dialysis, and then she kills the dude by pouring bleach down his throat. And you know what she does? She hides in the janitor, like the closet.
Mm-hmm.
And then people were, you know, they found the old man dead. And I can't remember if like she took the kidney or not. I don't remember. We're just gonna say that she just killed him because she needed it. And
no,
then,
she didn't take his kidney.
Oh, okay. So the nurse was like, hey, somebody just died. And then before she can even finish her sentence, she realizes that it was her that killed the old man. And she's like, why did you do that? He's like, I needed his kidney. And then she's like, you're a freaking idiot. She's like, what do you mean? She's like, dude, the guy is in dialysis treatments. And he's like, what does that mean? It means that his kidneys are too fucked up to, like, filter, like, you know, like, all the shit that's, like, in, you know, like, going through the body or whatever. Like, the poisons.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, they keep going on, like, hey, I need to get a kidney. I need to get a kidney. So then the nurse, you know, after doing some hurdles and stuff like that, she's like, oh, what?
I was about to say, because if she actually, I don't remember the exact conversation, but if she actually did, like, say, like, oh, you're stupid, he's on dialysis, da 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 da, she was about to bleach him too. Before she got called out the room, remember?
She mentioned that she kills, like, others with bleach or something. I don't remember the
No,
exact
Chris,
conversation.
the scene, because she was in the room talking to him, she went over and grabbed the bleach out the thing.
Right.
And, you know,
Oh.
she looked at it with ill intent.
She
And then she looked at him, and then somebody came to the room to get her.
Right.
And she's like, oh, damn. And then she put it on the table and walked out.
Yeah.
She was about to do the same thing.
Right. I don't remember that exact thing.
I don't know if she was going for the kidney, because, you know, she does organs in general.
Right.
But if she was, then that would just make her look like a hypocrite.
True. But, I mean, shoot. I don't want to check that movie again, to be sure, okay?
Nah, it's all good.
I'm still trying to remember what she said. Yeah, movie was ridiculous. So then, she gets, you know, fast forward, she gets, like, the cousin, you know, another bag of organs and stuff like that. She misplaces it again. She misplaces, like, the second bag of organs that she needed. So, so the cops get involved. Well, one cop, anyways. There was like a shootout between him and this one other guy who came back because the cousin was like gone for too long. So one of the henchmen, you know, tries to come, you know, literally drag her by the hair, and then the cop sees them. There's like a shootout, but like, dude misses. The cop misses a lot. Like, no, he shot the dude once in the shoulder, and not much else. Like, he doesn't call for backup. He doesn't call for anything.
And then the dude's reaction, he just looks at his shoulder. He's like, what the fuck? And
Yeah,
starts shooting.
but it was like, what the fuck? Like, that was like his reaction.
Yeah, like, did you get hurt?
Like, did you get hurt or not? Did you just get hit by a bullet or a BB gun?
You sound more irritated than anything.
You sound like Superman when he gets punched into the ground. Like, I mean, I guess. And then we had the killer, who was probably the second best character. Why? Because he was portrayed by David Arquette. Yeah. So. Yeah. No. So anyways, I swear, this guy, this dude. He somehow breaks out of the room, kills the security guard, switches clothes with him, and then just goes out, just beats people up. Well, kills them, but, you know. Then he chases, like, both the cousin and then the nurse, and they're, like, running outside. Then they hide. Then they beat the brakes off of him. And then, freaking, the killer just grabs the cousin, like by the shoulders or by the neck, and he's like, I'm taking her with me. And then the nurse is like, go ahead, I don't care. So then the killer walks off with her.
Here, you can have it.
And then freaking the nurse just runs up, pushes him off, and he falls like a foot, and he's like badly injured. And he's like, what was that for? It's not like I was actually gonna hurt her or anything like that. Now, mind you, it was like completely dark when, you know, like like a few seconds before he got pushed off like the ledge or whatever, and then after he got pushed and he fell to the ground, it was like daylight. So I'm like, making what?
No, I'm saying it was bright as day. You know,
It was
daylight.
bright as day. It was like, what the hell? So I made a joke. I'm like, did this guy fall for 4 hours? Do these guys live in the actual do they live in the modern times of the Elder Scrolls world just Elder Scrolls? Did they just put like a wait time? But then I was also thinking they can't wait when there's like enemies nearby.
Oh my god.
So, yeah, and then the movie ends with the nurse saying like, "Hey, I need you to strip. Like, you can't be in those clothes." And then the cousin just strips naked and just walks away, and then that's it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I gotta see this movie.
Oh my god.
No, hold on.
Hey, no.
First off, the cousin's pretty dumb. I mean, like, really dumb. And she dirty, bro. Like, really dirty.
Like, she's been vomited on, bro.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Like, it was actually disgusting. Like,
Yeah, did she? Oh, man. I'm shaking my head again. Y'all can't see it. No, but I think the most interesting part of the entire movie is how literally everybody was stupid, besides Karen and the murderer. Everybody in that movie, even the main character, they were so dumb. It was wild because it's like, bruh, like, really?
You'd think
Like,
watching a bunch of stupid people get killed would be like entertaining, but then
but like the way
It's
that
not.
they die just pisses you off.
it's like, oh my god. Like, it's great that we're filtering out the idiots of this world, but it isn't fun to watch.
It's no.
yeah, then it's like the main character is so dumb. I'm like, okay, yeah, she has to be like getting ready to die at some point, right? She's gonna die, and then it's just like, oh, she's all right. She gets off scot free, and it was like, bruh, you should have died. How did you survive?
Bruh.
And then it's like, how did her cousin survive? Her cousin should have died.
Man.
Like, oh my goodness. The one funny part, I think, you remember the part where the biker dude found her and her cousin in the hallway, and he grabbed her up, he grabbed up the blonde or the cousin,
Yeah.
and the main character and him were wrestling over her, and then Karen just came out of nowhere and hit him over the head.
Yeah. Oh, you just reminded me. So, this might have been the actual ending. I totally screwed up. So basically, the reason why the bags were misplaced was because this dude had this one dude, right? So he's walking into the hospital and he's like, "Hey guys, did anyone misplace these? They look like a bag of organs." He's had them this entire time. Like, he's had them for like probably a few hours, throughout the middle of the movie, from the beginning to the very beginning. I'm sorry, ending. Why did I say beginning again? My bad. I guess there's two
From the
beginnings.
beginning to the beginning.
There's like 2 beginnings and 2 endings and 2 middles.
Exactly.
Yeah, man, totally, bruh. No.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, he had them this entire time, and everyone just everyone just runs towards him, and he's like, oh, so now you guys are interested in me? Okay, great, because I've been holding on to them this entire time, and I'm like, bruh, like, why?
Yeah, why have you been holding on to him?
I don't know, but anyways, that's 12-hour shift, everyone. 12-hour shift. You care.
12-hour shift in a nutshell.
If you care to watch it, it's on Hulu.
I kind of forgot that we were talking about that movie. At some point, it all just became like a blur as to like what movie you're talking about. So I'm just like imagining in my head like, what the fuck's going on?
Brandon, to give you an idea how bad the movie is, imagine watching a porno but there's no sex.
Yes, the acting in that movie was that bad.
Was this supposed to be a comedy then?
It was.
It was like a comedy thriller type thing. And I think another subgenre was supposed to be horror, maybe, but I'm not too sure. I just know it wasn't scary or thrilling.
So, guess how much money they made at the box office?
Oh boy.
How much?
I say drop the ball.
How much?
$6,820.
They only made $6,000.
Now, let's see here.
That's my whole savings account.
Oh no.
To be fair, I think it was because they had to postpone it due to the pandemic. But still.
That doesn't matter. That movie would have flopped like that anyway. They can't blame that on COVID now.
Because The Hunt made over $16 million. And then that movie got like only 6,000. What else? The Invisible Man probably made more. Or maybe it was. Yeah, 143.2 million.
Sheesh.
But like,
A little bit more.
no.
Alright, so we are at 52 minutes, so if nobody else has anything to say, then we can start wrapping up.
Alright.
Should we mention another horror movie? Or a game?
I mean, I haven't really played. Oh, I guess PT.
PT, the Silent Hill demo that got canceled.
Yeah.
I never beat it. I refuse.
I didn't beat it. I barely played it, because. Yeah, I didn't.
Were you guys able to play it before they removed it off of the store?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I downloaded it and everything.
Still
I don't know
never
why I downloaded it. 9 times out of 10, Chris put a gun to my head and forced me to.
It's true.
Because I usually play those kind of games.
I carry a gun, a chair, and some duct tape.
Yeah, so if you like, this is for the viewers too. If you ever see me playing a horror game, 9 times out of 10, Chris forced me into it.
Oh, and by the way, if you're my friend and I bring up a horror game to your house, I'm also bringing some duct tape, a gun, and a chair. I'm just playing.
He's bringing the whole gang to kick your ass if you don't play it.
Yeah.
That's okay, Yash. One day, a new horror game's gonna come out, and I'm gonna gift it to you, and I'm gonna make you feel so bad that you're gonna play it and beat it to completion.
Funny enough, that's how they got me to play Phasmophobia.
Oh yeah.
I remember this. Yeah.
I think Seth gifted it to me, and it was just like, oh yeah, you have to play because it's a gift. If you don't use it, then you're being a bad friend. And I gave you this gift, and you're not even going to use it. Wow, you suck.
Oh,
it's like, oh my god, alright, shut up. God.
Wasn't I there for that?
I think you were, yeah.
I was part of it.
Yeah, y'all just guilt tripping me because he gave. Like, I ain't asked for the game.
No, you didn't. But did we ask? No.
Yeah, y'all suck.
That's okay.
Alright, but yeah, so now we are officially going to wrap it up. Huh? Shut up. Shut up. Alright, everybody. Thanks for watching the podcast. If you made it this far, we appreciate you. We love you.
Hope you did.
Yeah, we hope you did. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. We kind of need those, man. Come on.
Yeah, we need those. We need those likes.
We kind of. Yeah, man. We need to see
the money flowing.
Look at this man cutting me off.
I'm sorry, bro, but it looks like your internet is cutting you off. No, I'm just kidding.
Man, get out of here.
So, anyways, go ahead or make sure to subscribe. Check out the Spotify, Amazon, Deezer, whatever we got our platform on. I'll put those down in the description.
Listen.
What's up?
We on everything, baby.
We on
You
everything,
can't escape
man.
us. Art of Chill Podcast. Look us up. You gonna find us. I guarantee it.
Guaranteed.
Read my lips so you can't see. I guarantee it.
Guaranteed.
All right, cool.
100% guaranteed.
You got real beautiful
or
lips.
you won't get your money back.
Oh, thanks, BB.
Oh, and follow the official Art of Chill Instagram.
Oh yeah. No, seriously. Follow the Art of Chill Instagram, because we're gonna be posting updates on there and whatnot. We're gonna be letting y'all know when stuff coming out. You feel me?
Oh, and follow our OnlyFans,
yeah. You were doing so good. You've been doing so good. He was doing good, y'all. Honestly, but he sucks.
Free water. Okay, bye.
All right.
All right, but yeah, take care, everyone. See you. Bye.
Bye.
Right.